Dead Demons Dededede Destruction is one anime that I think slipped under many people's radar. It had a bit of an unusual release schedule, releasing a prologue in winter and starting regular programming halfway through spring. That and I think a lot of people confused it with Dandadan, saw it wasn't, and then went back to the waiting room with the bocce fans. But despite its weird airing schedule, lack of proper subs for a while, and frankly terrible title, DDD is a show that's definitely worth at least checking out. An adaptation of the work by famous mangaka Inyo Asano, who you might remember from that time when you never got around to reading Goodnight Poon Poon. DDD is a show that I, and the 5 other people who watched it, seem to have enjoyed quite a bit. One of those people is an elderly man from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, whom I have kindly invited to read out the plot of the show for me.
The year is present day, and out of nowhere, a gigantic spaceship appears in the orbit of the Earth. Everyone's investigating this spaceship, and it's just sitting there, and it doesn't move. And they're, what do we do? I don't know. It's just sitting there. It's like a fixture up there, like the moon. And everyone says, "What's going on?"
Ouran and Kadode are 2 senior high schoolers who see their life changed by this event. Not by that much, actually. Yes, among other things, DDD likes to show how little some people are bothered by things that they should probably be very alarmed by. But not only that, DDD is an exploration of how society at large would react to a massive alien ship just sort of hovering above Tokyo. What lines would people draw? How would their morals be challenged? I was quite happy with the overall slower pace of the show. Getting different characters' perspective on what's happening. There's a lot of story threads being woven as the show progresses. You can really feel the pressure of the situation slowly build up to a boiling point. Not all of the different threads are equally interesting. DDD throws a lot at you. Sometimes a little too much in my opinion. It becomes a very grand affair by the end. I think the show divides its attention a little too much for all the resolutions to feel equally impactful. The plot's eventual climax always feels within reach, but the leisurely pace at which King DDD slogs forward can be kind of excruciating at times. But hey, nothing I haven't seen on Hunter x Hunter before. Personally, I think there's enough action sprinkled throughout the show that I was never left needing for more things to happen. And some of the final episodes are so stunning that it made the whole wait worth it. If you've seen Shiki, the one with the weird haired vampires, I compare DDD's pacing to that. A searingly slow burn. The main thing that kept me watching was Kadode and Ouran's super charming chemistry, both of them being lovably dorky with each other. Their endearing friendship is what most of the show is anchored by, so I think it's important that it's properly fleshed out. And it is. I'm also giving my edgiest character of the year award to this guy. Another thing you might feel conflicted about is the anime's character designs. And while you might think you'll be okay because you've watched Mob Psycho before, I have to warn you that DDD's characters go from looking sort of unusual to weird to what the fuck. Even the main 2 aren't safe from the show's quirky visual direction. Ouran especially is always either drooling or flailing about like some kind of idiot, and I think that's great. All in all, I had a good time with DDD. I can see why some people might not have the tolerance for the slow pace, but I found the main 2's relationship and the slow unveiling of the mystery tremendously engaging, most of the time. I'd say that anyone with a working attention span should definitely give it a chance.